Hello, everyone. Um, my name is Jaden, and if you clicked on this video, you're watching Real Talk. Um, my New Year's resolution for 2025 was to um, express myself more and show myself more self love. And I thought that, you know, I wanted a therapist, but it's kind of hard to find. I don't like to do online stuff like that. So I decided that the next best thing was to talk about the way I feel and hopefully help somebody else out there, give somebody else different perspectives. So I guess for the first video I'll ever be making, y'all should learn a little bit about me. So my name is Jaden. I'm 16 years old, and I'm a sophomore in high school. Um, I play sports, or as of right now, I used to play football and I wrestled. Um, both really great sports. I recommend any person in high school do some kind of sport. You learn a lot of responsibility, and you really get the idea of what having real responsibility is like from playing sports like that. You know, juggling school and sports at the same time. It's a lot, but I think it's very beneficial to most people. I guess you'll get to know about a lot more about me and my story as I create more videos. Um, it would be great if you could like and subscribe. I know, new channel, no subscribers, but I figured, starting now is better than ever. I know some of y'all looking at my PFP, my profile picture. You like, who is that? That is a picture of me. That is a picture of me. Yes, I look like that. It was bad. It was bad, but sometimes I miss those days. Um, you were a lot more happy when you were younger, a lot more happy. Um, you didn't have as much responsibility. Uh, anyways, enough about me and who I am. Um, let's get into the first real talk. So I think that our first real talk should be about relationships. And by relationships, I don't just mean like romantic relationships. I mean all different kinds of relationships. Relationship with family, with friends, with that significant other, or with just people you meet around the world, wherever you go. You meet new people. So I know I personally had a big problem with this, and I still kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. Um, what I do is I tend to instantly believe that what somebody shows me when I first meet them is who they actually are. But I learned that with myself. I thought about it. I was like, when I first meet people, when I speak to them, I don't really show them who I truly am. Like you don't give everything to somebody right on the spot. You feel me? So other people don't do that either. Uh, you won't find that. You won't find somebody who's just gonna show you exactly who they are off rip. Um, I think when somebody first meets somebody, and let's go romantic relationships, you meet a girl and she seems real cool. I know I personally had this problem. I get attached too fast, and that's a problem. I gotta break. I gotta get out of that cycle. Um, but you have to realize that that person, that person that you're talking to, that person that's looking you in your eyes and speaking to you, that is not really who they are. That's not them. You start to learn who that person actually is as you know them more and you do things with them more. Um, Personally, I think when somebody is really showing themselves is when they're mad. When they're mad, you really see what somebody thinks. If they're mad at you, you see what they think about you, um, how they think about certain things, and that's usually the way they truly are. So yeah, let me give another example. Um, Friendships. You meet a cool guy in class. You know, he seems real chill. Or girl, if you're a girl watching this, you meet a cool, chill guy, chill girl, and they're low key cool. So you get to know them, you talk to them for a while, and you get to know them, but still, the person that they show you is not who they are. It's a version of themselves that they create to be more appealing to the rest of the world, to be more appealing to people like you who come to meet them. And I feel like, you know, sometimes that may be a good thing, sometimes that may be a bad thing. And I'm not telling you not show people who you actually are. Like when you first meet somebody, you obviously, I'm not going to tell you to tell them your deepest darkest secrets. Like no. What I'm saying, and I'm definitely not saying wear your heart on a sleeve or nothing like that. What I'm trying to say is you got to understand that that person that you're speaking to, that's not who they are, and you got to realize that and not have attachment. Attachment issues affect a lot of people, a lot of guys, a lot of girls, lover boy and lover girls in particular. I'm not gonna lie, because I consider myself a lover boy. Yeah, I'm not no bop. I'm not no bop. But you have to realize that that person that is special to you, that you think is special to you, and you think you're special to them, you got to realize that they're not showing you who they really are. You may feel like that's a connection, but you're not. You can never really be sure if that's the actual person that you're speaking to, or if that's just an illusion, a fake, a version of that person that they want you to see, or in some cases, worst cases, it's an illusion you create. You create this illusion that somebody is different or better than they are when they're really not. When they're really not a good person, they don't do good things, they're not nice people. And I can totally understand, having that feeling, having that emotion, saying, hey, this person, I really like this person. But when it's like that and you don't really know that person, but you really like them, I'm not going to say that it is that, but there's a very good chance that it's not that you actually like them. It's that you like the version of them that you created. And even worse than that, but it also comes with that, is you end up becoming too attached. And I've said word attachment all the time. Everybody knows what attachment is because everybody's been attached to somebody at some point in their lives, whether that's a significant other or whether that's your mom, your dad. You better go off to college. You don't want to leave them. this girl breaks up with you and you're stuck over them. Everybody goes through attachment at least once in their life. But you have to learn and understand that that person is not your property. They're not solely yours. Though you may want them, they are not yours. They are not yours. They are their own person. They have their own values. They do their own things. And they go about their own business, just like you do. They like people. They like other people, just like you do. They're friends with different people, just like you are. And at the end of the day, they're going to make their own decisions. And sometimes their decisions may affect you, physically, may affect you emotionally, and it may affect you that in that way positively or negatively. But at the end of the day, you got to accept what happens. You got to accept it. You got to accept that it is what it is. It is what it is. It really is what it is. You can't change what happened. You couldn't have convinced that person to not do that. It's what they wanted to do. It's what that person wanted to do. So you can't really expect much from them. At least you can't expect them to do much for you. And I think most people, I'm going to say it again, I think most people create this illusion of a person, of who that person is on their own. They create an illusion of that person that they love, but that's not really them. That's an illusion that you created in your mind, thinking that that's them, but it's not, that they're perfect, they're this perfect person, but they're not. They're not what you think they are. They're never what you think they are. And I think people create those illusions because they're lonely. They're lonely. I'm lonely. If you're watching this and you relate to it, you're probably lonely. And everybody's lonely at some point, you know, whether it's you don't have friends, or you do have friends and they just don't feel like real friends, like they're fake friends. Or maybe it's that, you know, you have all that, but it just feels like you're not there. It just doesn't feel right. It feels like you're a side character in, you know, your own book. It feels like you're just there. You're just adrift in your own life. And I understand that, and I relate to that so much because I'm going through that right now. But I know that eventually it'll get better. It'll get better for you. It will. And I know that's what people always tell you. I was tired of hearing it. I still am tired of hearing people say it, even though I know it's true. I just don't like the fact that people say it. I'm tired of hearing it all the time. I'm tired of hearing them say, man, it's going to get better, Jaden. Just keep your head up. Keep thugging it out. Sometimes you don't want to thug it out. You just want to sit there and just take it all in. And that's what I do. When you experience things that hurt, savor that feeling. That pain that you're feeling in your gut means you're alive. It means you are a living being and you still have feelings and emotions. Hold on to that. That feeling that you're feeling, that's who you are. That is who you are. That is the love that you feel. That's all the emotions that you feel and that you have. That's all of them compressed together and showing you a physical representation, a physical and mental representation of who you are. So I know it hurts, but the fact that it hurts is beautiful. Because if it hurts, that means you truly did care. That means you truly did give a shit about that person and who they were and what they do. That means you truly loved that person, or you truly loved doing this thing, but you had to give it up, or you truly loved the way you were before. You know, before you used to be a completely different person. And when you're hit with hardship, you feel like you've changed. And you did. You did change. And I know while you're going through that change, you just feel so many different things, so many different emotions chipping and fighting away at each other to create this new person that is you, that is the new you. But it's beautiful. And that's why I cherish life so much and the fact that I'm living. Because I get to feel these things. These things that I'm feeling right now, it's human. The things that you're feeling right now, it's human. What you're going through right now is part of your journey to who you're gonna be. And can't nobody decide who you're gonna be but you. Only you can decide who you want to be, what you want to do. All right, guys. I think I've got what I wanted to say out for this week out. Again, new channel. Probably not going to pick up for the first few months, but if you did click on this video and you watched it all the way through, I really appreciate you for that. And that means a lot. And I ask that if you made it this far, why not give a like on the video? And if you want to stay tuned for more, you know, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. As I said, doing this for a New Year's resolution. I'm probably going to keep this going even past next year and the year after that if this goes well and I start to gain some traction and people start to actually listen and want to hear what I have to say or my opinion on certain topics and certain things. I'm going to try to come out with videos every single week, consisting of a different subjects. Sometimes it won't even be about real personal stuff like it was today. I know today was very jumbled around. It's because I didn't really create a script or a narrative that I wanted to say. I just wanted to come out here and just give you guys the real me so you get a sense of the person that you're going to be watching for the next however long you watch me, if you even watch me ever again. So again, I appreciate you guys. You have a good rest of your week, and stay tuned for next week. And hopefully by then I'll come up with the intro or outro. You know what I'm saying? Got to come up with my own thing. All right, man. Peace out.